A critical path chart demonstrates how the activities necessary to start the firm fit together and build on each other. The chart allows you to understand which activities can occur concurrently and which must be already in place before the next activity can occur. The purpose of a critical path chart is to focus the owner's efforts so there are no slowdowns. A small business owner establishes criteria to construct a critical path chart. The amount of time needed to complete the key tasks required to open new business. The amount of time the owner needs to be involved in new business activities. The prerequisite tasks. The identification of the person responsible for task implementation. Right, so here's an example of a critical path table. And basically what I'm saying here is that for each task, it tells me how long it's going to take to complete, the actual time involved to complete it, as well as is there anything beforehand that I need to do. And oftentimes, because I do things with construction, and I often use this same theory in planning out how to complete my construction type of activities. So here's another part of it. So based upon this, you can see that it has a great timeline and how much time should be invested into these tasks. So you're very realistic in what you do. Right, so a small business owner should list the critical tasks needed to meet the required deadlines in order to develop the new business. And the critical path chart demonstrates how the criteria of critical tasks are more than likely just linked together. The longest path in the critical path chart reveals the set of activities that are dependent on other activities, and which activities take the longest time to complete. The critical path chart reveals the activities that can be accomplished at the same time as indicated here. For instance, if we look at this one, this example here, opening a bank account and setting up the financing activities for the new small businesses can be done almost at the same time. A critical path chart assures the entrepreneur that they have all the important business activities necessary to establish the new business that have been covered. A critical path chart to provide the amount of data that is deemed necessary to initiate this small new business. And what we need to keep in mind is that some charts are just shorter. They may be smaller. Right? So a critical path chart can be quite simple, while others are just quite complex. So for me, I would just say this is one of the more simple ones. You know, you don't have the names, you don't have the amount of hours that are here. You're just trying to get to the desired goal. So to kind of conclude about a critical path chart, if you're an entrepreneur, you should constantly update the path analysis. You know, things won't be perfect. It's not going to be a perfect ideology where it goes exactly as planned. There may be some things that halt your progression. So the chart should be consistently updated as tasks are accomplished, delayed, added, or changed. And of course, when you change the direction of where you're going based on the timing, you should let all the potential individuals, the constituents of anything that's going to be affected, actually know that information.